Hey guys, this is Kelly. I'm gonna try to make this short but sweet. For those of you that still have your mothers, please hold them, hug them, kiss them, and tell them you love them every day, because you could lose them unexpectedly. That being said, I have some sad news to report, to announce. My mother has passed away at the age of 47. She died Wednesday. She went in Sunday afternoon. She had a heart attack. She collapsed on the kitchen floor. They found her lifeless. She was unresponsive, no pulse, no heartbeat. Um, she didn't make it. She had 3 heart attacks Monday afternoon, late Monday evening, and her heart gave out Tuesday night. She died Wednesday. They have her on life support right now, but tomorrow, which is the 30th, they will pull her off life support. So she is dead, but they're keeping her on life support till tomorrow. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna be posting on YouTube. I'll try to do Facebook, but I don't know if I'm gonna be posting videos as much. I mean, I am an emotional wreck along with my siblings. I'm trying to keep my head up. It's very difficult. This was not unexpected. This was known about. My mother's had health problems for the majority of her life, and it has finally caught up with her. God has called her home. I just hope for the rest of you that have your moms, God doesn't call your moms home too soon. Spend all the time in the world with your mothers. Appreciate them. Yes, some of them may not agree with you to a certain extent on certain issues, but tell them you love them. Tell them that you care about them. Speak to them when you have a problem. Don't shut them out. It's one of the things that nearly killed me in the end, is that I spent a lot of time being angry at my mother, and she knew I was angry with her because of some of the personal decisions she made regarding her lifestyle. I won't go into that, but it has caught up with her, and now she has perished. Now, I don't wish that on anyone. No one, not even my worst enemy, not my best friends, not my extended family, not anyone. I am trying to cope the best way I can. It's not easy, but I'm trying. Some of you may be asking, what are your memories of your mother? Well, I'm only going to share a few. I may add some more later on. I'm doing this via media Windows player thing because I don't feel like doing it on YouTube, so I'd rather do it here. Fondest, most saddest memory I have is when Michael Jackson passed away, and my mother was spending time with my father. My mother was going on vacation, and she was leaving that day, and I was at home with my siblings, and I had heard on the news that Michael had passed, and I had to call my mother and have my brother John tell her that he was no longer with us. By the time it was confirmed, I was in a extreme heavy flow of tears. My mother had to pick me up off the floor and hold me. She kept asking if I was okay, and I told her I would be. But somewhere along the line, she chose to leave for known reasons, but I won't go into that either. And because she chose to live her life on her terms, I could not do anything about it. She was her own person. You couldn't tell her, don't do something, because she'd do it anyway. But her lifestyle has caused her to die young. And for those of you that have mothers that have an addiction, whatever it may be, drugs or alcohol, try and help them, even if they don't want it. Let them know you love them, or let them tell them you want them to get help. Because if you don't do it, your loved one could be like my mother is right now. And like I said earlier, I would not wish this on anyone. Not my worst enemy, not my extended family, not my best friends, not anyone. I will keep you updated if I can, when I can, if I feel like it, because I'm still in mourning mode. How I am, if I'm eating, if I'm going out. So right now, I don't want to eat, I don't want to sleep, I don't want to go anywhere. And I'm going to have to, because I know that's what my mother would have wanted. But I will keep you updated on my, how I'm doing. And if I have you guys, some of you guys' numbers, I will call you if I'm not crying tears, because I can't really talk to anybody right now, because I've been crying on and off for the past 2 days. So I will call, I will let you know via Facebook or YouTube or whatever, Twitter, let you know how my status is, because right now everybody's on pins and needles. They're not coping too well, and I'm trying to keep my head up for everyone, because my mother would not want me mourning her, but I can't help it. I told her I didn't want her to go this soon. I begged her not to. She didn't listen, and now she's gone. So, that's it for now. I don't expect, comments or anything, but I will let you know on my status when I am ready to talk, because I'm an emotional wreck right now. But I will keep you guys updated. No promises. Alright, love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Hey guys, this is Kelly. I just thought I'd update you on my mother's condition. I did see her Friday afternoon. It was very painful. She was she had very little movement. She did manage to move her head a little bit and blink one of her eyes, which means she's not technically brain dead. But they're giving us until Friday, this coming Friday, to decide what we're going to do with her, because she looks better than she did when she first came in. When she first came in, her face was all swollen and she was unresponsive. When they took her to the hospital, before they brought her to the hospital, she died for like 2 minutes, and then they were able to bring her back. But things could change. She could slip into a coma and pass away overnight. So there's a slight possibility that could happen. Which is why they're giving us until Friday to decide what we're going to do with her. Tomorrow they're going to scan her brain to see if she's got severe brain damage. Right now it doesn't look so good. So, I can't really say, can't really say that her condition is going to get any better. I don't want to get too cheerful because it could change. So, But I will update you. I'm going to call the doctor tomorrow, see if anything's changed. And I will update you guys on her condition. I may go see her before the week's over. But other than that, there's been no change. So, like I said, we have until Friday to decide what we're going to do with her. And it may not be the easiest decision that either one of us, as her children, have to make. So keep praying. I will update you on her condition. I won't make any promises. Thanks for looking out for me and making sure I'm okay. Alright? Bye. You guys, this is Kelly. I have some tragic news again to report. My mother is being pulled off life support today or tomorrow. My sister's giving her time, my mother's friend's time to come and say goodbye. We were supposed to do it last week, but they did the brain scan and it didn't turn out too well. I got pissed because I wanted them to do it Friday and not have me drag my ass back in there. I told my little brother this morning, I said, if you guys want to pull the plug, do it. Don't wait for me. Don't hesitate. Just do it. Get it over with. Because Mom's not coming back. She's not breathing. She was the same as she was Friday. There's no movement. They had her breathing on her own, but they had to put her back on the breathing machine. And so today or tomorrow, they're going to pull her off life support. And my sister's giving my mother's friends time to come and say their goodbyes because she hasn't changed. There's been no change. I've been a complete wreck for the past week or so, holding out hope that my mother would make it, and she's not gonna. I already said my goodbyes, so I don't want people cramming this down my throat. I didn't want to have to go in. I didn't go in there because I already saw it once. Seeing it once was enough. It's too much for me. I can't. I don't deal with death too well. Okay, and this is probably going to be a long video. Okay, depending on how my mood is. I'm numb. I'm angry because my mother didn't listen. You know, I begged her before. She came over here over 3 weeks ago. Talked and chatted about my little sister. I said, Mother, I said, please don't do anything stupid because if you do, you're going to end up in the hospital. And it may not turn out too well. And look where she's at. She's in the hospital. Dead now. When she was dead, but they said that she was breathing on her own. She moved her head a little bit, but now there's been no change. And I want to take this time to thank everyone for sending me their thoughts and prayers. I'm going to need them more because right now I'm an emotional wreck even though I'm not showing it. I haven't been eating very much. I haven't been sleeping. The only thing that's kept me from crying any more tears is my boyfriend, whom I love dearly, who at this time can't be here because money's tight and is not able to be here. I'm numb. I'm angry. I don't know how to deal with this. I've cried for over 2 days. If you want to help, the only thing you can do is pray for my mother's soul. They did everything they could. They tried having her breathe on her own, took her off the breathing machine. They tried everything. And they did all they could. She's no longer with us. So if I could, I would have traded places with her. Yes, call me selfish, call me whatever you want. But, I wanted to trade places with her. Because seeing her in that hospital bed with the feeding tube and the breathing machine and all these different tubes to help with certain medications and whatever, it was painful enough. And I said I'd never go back there. And I kept my promise. It's not to say you can call me harsh, call me whatever you want, but seeing her like that was painful enough. Not breathing, not knowing, she knew who was there. Just not seeing her move. It's too much. Sorry if I sound a little harsh or a little pissed off. It's just, I don't know how to deal with this. I've dealt with death for so long. I'm kind of shut everyone out a little bit, and I don't want to have to do that. It's painful. I don't want to have to see any of my close friends, let alone my boyfriend, have to go through this one day. Have to pull his mother off life support. He's the only one that's kept me sane. And right now, he's not talking. He's sleeping. He's doing something. I I don't know what I'd do without him. I finally have him back, and he can't be here. I can't. I can't deal with this. It's too much. I didn't think it would hurt this much, but it fucking hurts. It's fucking unbearable. My mother was my world. She was everything to me. But yet she chose to live her life on her own terms, even though I begged her to stop, because I knew she was going to die. And I begged her, I said, quit, Mom. You know I'm going to want to get married one day and have a family. And I want you to be there for me when I do. But now she's not going to be able to. Now, I said this in my first video with this update with my mother being in the hospital. I might as well say it again. For those of you that have your mothers, for those of you that have your mothers around, as you know, as you do, cherish them and appreciate everything they've done for you, because you don't know when you could lose them. Okay? Yes, you can call me a bitch or whatever for me saying this, but you need to appreciate that the fact that you still have your mothers. I don't have mine anymore. My siblings and I don't have our mom anymore. I won't be able to hear her call me and say, hey honey, hey precious, how you doing? You okay? She won't be able to come over and see me and talk about wrestling and talk about me and my boyfriend. That's what I'm going to miss the most. I'm going to miss her coming over and saying hi and carrying on a conversation and getting a hug from her. Because that's the last thing she did for me when she came over here over 3 weeks ago. She came over. She hugged me. She said, I'll see you again soon. Well, look what happened. She ended up in the hospital. Now she's actually gone. She's no longer with us. And now she's going to be flown home to Washington where she wants to be buried. You want to help? The only thing you can do is pray for my mother's life. For her and her children. There's nothing else you can do. And I've done everything and I begged. Like I said, I begged my mother to get clean. I begged her to stop doing what she was doing and she didn't listen with crap. The only thing that comforts my soul, helps me keep my sanity, is knowing that she can be with Michael now. Michael will take care of her. I won't have to worry. I'm gonna miss you, Mom. Take care of Michael and David for me. Okay? I'll update again after I quit crying. Because right now, I'm an emotional wreck. So when I get done crying and being angry, I'll talk some more. But that's it for now. Alright? Bye. Hey guys, this is Kelly. I have some sad news to report, and it's actually happened this time. Between 12 and 12:26 a.m. this morning, my mom took her last breath. She passed away at the age of 47. She was a great woman. You know, I don't want to speak bad about her. I just wish she could have listened to us a little more, you know, because she lived a lifestyle that has killed the majority of her family members on her side. And sadly, now she's joined them. She's with them now. Um, she was a great woman. I tried to get back on speaking terms with her, and it was working. I wanted to see her. I wanted to say, hi, Mom. I got Seth back. I wanted to tell her all that, but now that's not going to happen. She's not going to be able to meet him or anything. I've cried so many tears over the last few days, last week or so. I can't cry anymore. I'll probably cry after I make this video. It's just my eating habits and my sleeping habits have gotten all messed up. When I grieve for someone I'm friends with, or if it's family members, I don't eat. I don't eat like I'm supposed to, and I have to force myself to eat because my grieving process is a lot different from the others. I don't grieve like they do, or at least I try not to show it. But I will try and update you guys as much as possible. This may be the last video I do for now until the cable bill gets paid. I won't make any promises. I'm in the process of wanting to shut certain people out because I feel like they're not being there for me. And I'm angry right now. I want to scream, I want to cry, but I've cried so many tears I can't cry anymore. It's too much. And I'm trying to be strong for my siblings, because they need me. I'm all they got left. Mom's gone now, and I don't know, I have to figure out how I'm going to move ahead without her. She was the one person I cried to the majority of the time. If I was feeling bad about a certain decision I made, I'd tell her and she'd say, it's okay. You're home now. You're safe. Nobody's going to hurt you. You're going to be alright. I'm not going to hear that anymore. I'm not going to have her be able to come over and say, how are you doing? Are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? Are you eating? Are you sleeping enough? Because she'd always get word to say, Precious, I'm worried about you. You gotta eat more. You gotta get some more sleep because you're a skinny little thing. You gotta eat, okay? I won't hear that anymore. I won't get to hear her call me, ask me how I'm doing, or have her come over to the house. These are things I'm gonna miss about my mother, and I'm pretty sure my siblings feel the same way. I said it in my other videos, and I might as well say it again. I don't care how many times I have to say this. For those of you that still have your mothers around in your life, even though you don't talk to them as much because you guys probably aren't on speaking terms, at least appreciate them because they gave you life. They brought you into this world. They loved you when you were a pain in the ass, and they cried with you when you cried. They held you when you cried. They listened to you. They watch you go through these phases where you want to shut them out, but every time you shut them out, they'd come back because that's how much they loved you. Appreciate your mothers, okay? It took me a while to appreciate mine because, like I said, her and I weren't on speaking terms a lot because, there were things that I wasn't happy about with her that made me really, really unhappy. But I did try to get back on speaking terms with her before she passed. And I'm glad I did. And I don't regret doing that. That's why I've said appreciate your moms at least more than once. Because I feel that there are some people in this world who have their mothers, have both of their parents, but have their mothers in their lives and they take their mothers for granted. Don't do what I did. I did that and I got mad at myself, but I knew if I didn't do it, it'd probably kill me emotionally. Speaking of which, right now I'm an emotional wreck. I'm emotionally drained from all of this, so I might take a break after all this settles. I don't know. I'm kind of on the defensive right now because I'm tempted to push everyone who has not been there for me emotionally. I'm not talking about my siblings. I'm not going to mention any names, but there are certain people that I feel that are not being there for me when I need them to be, which is why I haven't talked with some of them. So please forgive me if I'm being harsh in the second half. I just wanted to let everybody know that my mother has passed. She's no longer suffering. I'm let it sink in. It's finally sunk in for me, but I don't think I could stand looking at her casket. They would just hit me all over again, and I'd be back to where I was when I found out she was admitted to the hospital. So for those of you that still have your mothers, appreciate them while they're still around, because you don't know when you could lose yours. My siblings and I, we just lost ours, and we're not going to get our back. There's nobody else that's going to replace her, fill her shoes. There's nobody going to be as loving as she was, be as kind as she was. So, like I said, appreciate your mothers. They gave you life. They stuck up for you when you got in trouble. They put up with you when you were in your defensive, rebellious moods. Because you don't know when you could lose your mom. I don't want that for any of you. Not my friends, family, extended family, strangers. I don't want that for you guys. It is very painful. And for those of you that have lost your mothers and are going through that same grieving process, that lets me know I'm not the only one. Okay? I appreciate all the love and support that I've gotten from you guys. You guys are wonderful. But please understand, it is going to take a while for me to accept that my mother is no longer with me, with her children, because, you know, she was going to be a grandma again, and I was going to tell her about my boyfriend and what I wanted to do and all that. And now I can't tell her that. She won't be able to see it happen. You know, I'm going to have to tell my children, your grandma died before you were born. Never got to meet her. So, that's it for now. Any questions, you go ahead, do a comment below, do a video response, or contact me via email, which is misskelly.1@att.net, or you can contact me via Facebook when I'm on, because I'm mostly on there now. Okay? I will update you guys when I'm up to it, because right now, like I said, I'm emotionally drained. I don't have any energy. I have to force myself to do things because I don't want to do anything right now. So, till I see you again, okay? Bye.